two different types. One heel hook is, say my feet are out here. I'm able to turn it. I have his toes here, and I am doing basically a toe hold. Leg lock! Which is like why I said it's pretty much the cousin of the toe hold. The other one is when their feet are in here. If their feet are in here, you're now doing an inside or reverse toe hold or heel hook. This right here is probably the strongest submission because your foot has a lot of give this way. Your foot ain't got much that way. That's why I think the highest submission rate in Jiu Jitsu at the moment is inside heel hook. So that's why this right here is the most favorable position, in my opinion, is because they can't attack your feet, but they're perfectly set up for, say, an inside heel hook. So I'm going to take you through, turn again, come over here. I'm going to take you through a proper heel hook, super basic, because there are a lot of mechanics to it. People think they'll learn heel hooks real quick and then, they'll just start submitting people. You're not going to get it today unless you really are some sort of genius. So instead of starting a heel hook here, I'm going to come over into outside ashi, all right? So I'm here, I'm making sure that I have his knee in my knee line. My feet are back stepping and on his hip. That way he can't really run away. It also keeps his hip in place so that I can create a fulcrum and break his knee. Because a heel hook, it hurts the heel for sure. But the idea is that you're actually attacking the knee. You're creating a shearing force where his heel goes this way and his knee goes that way and it breaks it. That's what we're trying to do here. So the way you'll learn heel hooks a lot is that you put the foot in the armpit and then you're gonna rest the heel right here in the elbow. But the way that you get out of a heel hook is by straightening out your foot and kicking it through. It's called slipping the heel. Very easy to do when you're in that position. What I prefer, and this is from Gary Tonin, what I prefer is getting his toes right here. So the closer it is to your elbow, the better it's going to be. And then this will be on my wrist instead. So just to start, toes, as close to the elbow as you can. This, the heel, as close to the wrist as you can. Now, the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to pull your wrist up to start getting the tension of turning his foot. This is going to stay here. You're going to really clench to them, okay? Now, the way that you finish this is by pulling up and pushing in. Get your ass off the mat, push in. Okay? The reason why it's so great to be down here is because there's more leverage, but also if he wants to slip the heel, he has to go through all of this first, which means I have all this time to heel hook. If it's up here, it's okay, but like I said, the closer it is down here, the tighter it's going to be and the more likely you'll get it. So, both legs out. This is outside ashi. I'm going to grab and I'm going to put his toes into my elbow. I'm going to put this on my wrist. I'm going to close up any way you want. I like to do this grip. There are a lot of different grips. We'll go over that. But this grip specifically, you're going to pull it up, already twisting the foot. This is back stepping into him. And then I am going to push forward onto his knee, getting my ass off the mat and pushing. Now, to make it even worse, the last thing I'm going to add is that you are going to want extension in your spine as well. So we're here, up. You're separating the knee and then turning it. When you start getting this down, because I think some of you will, when you do, the one way to make it even better is doing the same thing, but this time you want to rotate your hips over his knee. So you're really creating motion in both directions. As opposed to pushing in, you're coming here and you're rotating like that. So if you get this pretty quickly, I want you to focus on going here, get the tap, slip the heel, and rotate. Just so that you can see all that rotation you have. But if you're just starting and you're having trouble getting this at all, up, straight in. Straight into the knee. Keeping everything tight, tension the whole time. And then you could do it on the other side and get an inverted heel hook as well. It's the same mechanics. Just be super careful with that one because that shit will tear pretty quick. Any questions? I'll be walking around. This will probably be our last one. Let's get it. 1, 2.